Good afternoon, Prestige students. This cycle, I want to walk through the requirements so that when you are practicing at home, you know that you are doing black belt technique and level. So our block for this cycle is called the outside block. And for the little dragons, we also call it the ice cream block. So what you want to be able to do is take your hands, curl those fingers down, brave thumbs on the outside. Hands are always in chamber position. For the outside block, punch straight down to the ground and then swing so that your hand is turning to the outside. All right, so you can see also why we would be scooping up some of our favorite ice cream. So now what you want to be able to do is when you're done with the block, you should be looking directly over your fist without blocking your eyes so that you can still see the target. The reason for this is so that if something was to hit later, it's still going to run into the arm. The younger dragons and younger students will make the mistake of blocking and trying to swing hard and wide. But now your body is wide open if you don't time it perfectly correct to block the one technique or if another technique follows. So straight down, block, and stop directly in front of your body. So now my whole chest is protected by that arm with the outside block. The next part of the outside block is making sure that you're able to switch sides. So for the little dragons, we're going to be calling right, left, right, left. So making sure that they're using their lefts and their rights. And then we're also going to start marching with it. Whatever foot is forward, that's the hand that we use. And then also marching backwards. So we're going to be doing the outside block in a lot of different ways to make it exciting for the students. Our strikes this cycle, we have 1 for the little dragons and 2 for the kids karate. The palm strike is what we're going to be working on, and we started to work to break boards. So when you do a palm strike, you want to hit with the bottom of your palm, not the fingertips. So the first thing to make sure is think about a high five, but now what you want to do is you want to push all of your fingers together strong to make that hand a little bit tighter. And then again, you only want to hit with the bottom part or the palm of your hand. Now, again, little dragons are usually more comfortable doing this from the front side, but you can generate twice the power from the back side. You're able to twist your hips and throw that strike a whole lot stronger. So we're going to be working on that, teaching them how to come and strike from the back side with their technique as well as the front side. Again, we're going to be marching with it forwards and backwards. For the kids karate program, we're also going to teach the back fist. Your back fist is when you start doing your sparring techniques. So hand closed tight and you're using the back of your fist. It is a quick striking motion. So what you want to do is point your elbow straight at your target and then snap your hand. So elbow comes up, snaps out and back. So what we want to be able to do is move forwards, back fist, and move backwards with our back fist. As with all techniques, being able to do it on both the left and the right hand side are going to be important. Our kick this cycle is going to be roundhouse kick. So again, a good challenge for all students, specifically, again, little dragons having a tougher time learning how to swing around to the target. There are 2 versions of every kick that we do. Version 1 is going to be using the lead or the front leg. Version 2 is going to be using the back or the rear leg. So for the roundhouse kicks, what we like to do is we start the little dragons off on the ground and have them turned onto their side so they don't have to worry about balance. But once they get it, what we like to do is put your foot on the dot. So whatever dot you're using, that's going to be my front foot since I'm facing you. Okay, hands are up in guard, elbows down, right? Again, we start to see a lot of chicken wings. We want those elbows down in a good technique. You're going to chamber, which means your knee is going to point directly at the target. The number 1 mistake is people do this, right? That means my roundhouse kick should be that way, and it's supposed to be this way. So you want to turn your knee so that it is straight at your target, snap your foot, and then set your foot back down on the dot. Again, balance is going to be an issue. The kids are going to throw the kick and let their leg fall. And this is why we want to be able to practice those techniques. The back leg kick is exactly the same, except it comes from the back side. So I put the other foot on the dot. Now I have to twist my body through, point the knee directly at the target, snap the kick, and then land forwards afterwards. Either way, you want to make sure that the top of the foot is hitting the target, not the side, and definitely not the bottom. Again, this confuses new students for quite a while until they start to practice it. The key, if you're holding the paddle for your child, is to make sure that their body is turned sideways. If they are facing you, it will not be a roundhouse kick. There's no way for them to rotate or turn their hip and their ankle to get it really turned over for an effective or a true roundhouse kick. It's going to be kind of a throw your leg at the paddle type kick. So they're either facing this way, right? Lead leg or rear leg, and or facing this way, lead leg and or rear leg. So those are going to be the techniques that we are practicing until belt testing. Belt testing, again, the week before Halloween. So make sure that you're practicing at home, doing your best, and you can always record yourself doing any of these techniques on video and send it to me and ask for feedback. So that way I'm always happy to give you any extra help or tips to make sure that you are successful. Another thing is, we mentioned the board breaking with the palm strikes. What we're doing is a new system of breaking, meaning 5 and 6-year-olds are going to be breaking yellow boards. 7 and 8-year-olds should be breaking orange boards. 9 and 10-year-olds should be breaking green boards, and 11 and older should be breaking blue boards. I do have a couple more orange and green boards coming into class, but as classes continue to grow, we are not going to have enough for everybody every single class. So it is always best that you have your own board, so during class time, you can grab it, and you know you've got your training tool to practice, and more important, you're able to practice at home. If you don't have one, that's okay. We're going to have that pile there, and you're going to be able to grab whatever's available. So if there isn't an orange or a green, then you can grab a yellow so that you're still practicing the technique, but realizing each color board gets a little bit stronger and harder in technique, which is why we're going by age instead of just colors now. So it's going to be exciting to see the students challenge themselves with some brand new board colors and be successful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know, reach out, and I am excited to see you guys be successful and earn your new belts. Have a great day.